I'm very pleased that the Scottish Tourism Alliance's annual conference is going ahead in this format. But of course, that pleasure is tinged with a certain poignancy. After all, when we gathered for this event last year, Scotland had identified our first case of COVID just days before. And yesterday, a year since the first lockdown, our country observed a minute's silence in memory of the many lives we've lost during the pandemic. So it's natural today to reflect on all the challenges we faced and just how much has changed over these past 12 months. For the tourism sector, I do not underestimate just how horrendously difficult this past year has been. And I understand the enormous challenges that you are continuing to face. So let me take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you. You have shown incredible resilience, adaptability, ingenuity, and patience in the past year. By cooperating and working with us, you have helped to keep people safe and stop the spread of the virus. As a result, with the rollout of the vaccination programme, something much closer to normality is now very much in sight. And that's why we've been able to announce the initial return of tourism and domestic travel from the 26th of April. Now, the nature of the pandemic means that we are simply not able to provide detail beyond the next couple of months. But I do hope that the approach we have set out gives you more certainty and confidence about the future. As you know, we've also announced that eligible businesses will receive upfront restart grants. That's something that you told us was important. And as we prepare for the longer term, I can confirm that we're providing £25 million for a new tourism recovery programme. The programme, which has been developed in partnership with the sector, will help us to stimulate demand for domestic tourism in the short term, including outside of peak times. And it will also support international marketing efforts to ensure that when international travel does resume, Scotland is at or near the top of many people's lists. That's important because, as all of us know, the restrictions of the past year have created a huge demand for travel and tourism. Many people are already thinking about where their first break will be. Initially, the key market for Scotland will be staycations, people in Scotland and the rest of the UK taking breaks here in our country. But as the world returns to normality, we hope later this year or perhaps next year, demand will also come from visitors around the world. The tourism strategy that I announced at last year's conference sets out a vision for Scotland to be a leader in 21st century tourism. It outlines how the sector can continue to grow sustainably, supporting the transition to net zero while bringing benefits to communities across Scotland. That vision is still one which we can share. And as we work to achieve it, the Scottish Tourism Alliance will be a vital partner. Your commitment, expertise and cooperation have been invaluable over the course of the pandemic, and they will continue to be essential as our country recovers. So thanks to all of you for your hard work during this past really difficult year. And thank you for the incredible contribution that you make to our country as we all look forward, we hope now, to much better times ahead.